Hi folks, this is all the fruit. I am in Willughbeia, or the hills around the Baram River in Sarawak in Borneo, harvesting durians with my friends of the Kenya tribe. And while they are harvesting durians, there is basically everything in this forest. There is normal cibetinos, graveolens, dulces, and some crazy hybrids between those. I am also looking at some other fruit. And here we have some Willughbeia. Well, not exactly sure about the species. This seems to be some particularly gigantic form of Willughbeia sarawakensis. Well, this seems to be some puny form of Willughbeia elmerii. However, Willughbeia has one big problem. It grows on vines, usually dozens of meters up in the trees. We are here in an ancient fruit forest, so it's possible that somebody planted it. Actually, before the introduction of the rubber tree, Willughbeia was the source of Borneo rubber. So it's possible they were planted it in this ancient fruit forest. And I think that those are the vines. However, look at that. Here where we have the vines, there is not a single, there is one single fruit on the ground. The fruit grows dozens of meters away and dozens of meters in the air because Borneo forests are usually quite tall. Let's see here, another Willughbeia vine. This is actually not very thick for the genus Willughbeia. I've seen vines maybe 3 or 4 times thicker than this one. Unfortunately, I haven't made videos. I don't think this is the rubber. I think this is something made by some insect. And I wonder why no rubber came out where they treated it with their parangs. Let's cut one of the younger vines and see if any rubber comes out. And then let's find some edible Willughbeia fruit. The problem is the fruit, when they turn ripe, they fell from they either start rotting on the tree or they fell from a distance, from a height of several dozen meters, and yeah, basically explode on the ground. Okay, let's see. Quite a young and thin vine. I don't think this will harm the tree too much, but I want to show you the source of the basically forgotten Borneo rubber. Here it is. Some Willughbeia species. When survival books say in the jungle you can drink the juice of vines, but only try vines which are clear and never the vines which have white milky sap. That means basically try the vines of the family Vitaceae, the ones that give you the grapes. Try the grape vines because they don't only give you grapes, but they will also give you drinkable juice or sap. But don't try anything like Willughbeia or other stuff because you will get the toxic rubber or latex. Uffa! Was this a durian or a Willughbeia? I think this was a Willughbeia, but a very ripe one. It was already rotting on the tree. Yeah, there are durians falling everywhere around me. My friend got hit, almost got hit by one some time ago. So look at the size of those vines. Down there, on this old tree, I see some even bigger ones. So they're so big you can basically use them as stairs to get on the trees. Now let's see, I think this one is some Willughbeia elmerii, but quite small for elmerii. Maybe it's something different, but those fruit are too far gone to try them. So let's continue searching. I mean, I could have tried and found some good fruit before I started the video, but I don't want to show you only the result of fruit hunting, but also the process of fruit hunting. A sarawakensis, which is definitely too old. Let's see, I think over there I found a good sarawakensis about an hour ago. If nobody has eaten it or stepped on it, maybe I can find it again. Here it is. This one I more or less prepared for the video and it looks intact. See the drops of latex everywhere on the fruit? This is the Borneo rubber, which hasn't been of any economic importance for over 100 years since the Dutch introduced the American rubber tree to Borneo. Well, look at this stuff here. Here you can see the latex in the rind, but the adults are already rotten and full with worms. Well, let's continue our search. Some Willughbeia elmerii. I mean, those are most probably sarawakensis and elmerii. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, here a lot of husks of Durio dulcis, civetinos, graveolens, and hybrids. Look at that. One more Willughbeia sarawakensis, one more Willughbeia elmerii. Well, that's fruit hunting for you folks. 90% of the time you can just glimpse the fruit you want in front of your eyes, but you will never get a perfect one. But look at the size of those sarawakensis. This one I'm sure is well over 400 grams. Also this one I'm pretty sure has been well over 300 grams. Why is this stuff not cultivated for its fruit? Down the slope I can see a few rotten elmerii, but nothing really worth collecting. Well, yes, soon I have to join the durian harvest again. Unfortunately, someone was here before us, so from some trees we just get the small leftover durians. Here, Dukulangsat. Oh yeah, here my friend got some more interesting durian hybrids. Here is a tree where somebody left us just the tiny durians. Ah, good. Different. Oh yes, he got a different type, possibly even a new durian hybrid. But right now I'm really trying to find an edible Willughbeia. Here are some normal Durio civetinos. No more Willughbeia. Or is it a normal Durio civetinos? It's a Durio civetinos with orange flesh inside. Not so normal. Well, where are some edible Willughbeia fruit? Okay. So this will end like 90% of all my Willughbeia hunts with a failure. Especially sad since I have two Willughbeia species here growing together, so I could have shown you two perfect fruit, but not this time, folks. Well, at least you were able to experience the failures of durian hunting. So folks, of fruit hunting, no, the durian hunting was a success, the Willughbeia hunt was a failure. So folks, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful island of Borneo. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.